you just up the ante. Like when we talk about this, I'm thinking my thinking is, money but cold. You know what I mean? And loveless, or no money, and love and affection every day. But if you're saying that she gonna treat you right and got money, well, that's different. I'm gonna give you an example, like we was talking off the air earlier. Mm-hmm. The perfect example is, okay. Let's look at president now and the president before. All right, would you rather be in Melania Trump's situation right now?
No.
The woman her husband got billions of dollars, but you can tell their relationship is booty.
Yeah,
it is.
You know what? That's a good point.
You can tell that she married for the money, and for him, that's arm candy. Because I'm sorry, her young ass was not attracted to his old ass when they met. Oh. All right, now let's break it down. Let's go back to the Obamas. You can tell Barack loved the shit out of Michelle. He looks at her like the earth and the sun sets on her. Mm-hmm. Isn't that what you want at the end of the day?
I would love to hear that conversation between them that wasn't built around, okay, we have to be we're in the public eye. Right. I would love to be a fly on the wall in their crib. I would love to hear them go off. Because I just feel like both of them are more ratchet than they like. I kind of feel like Barack could curse somebody out. And Michelle would definitely curse somebody out.
Michelle curse somebody out.
Michelle snuff somebody.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I would just love to be a fly on the wall with them. I can't wait till Barack writes a book. Because I want to know. I feel like he's going to go off on somebody. I can't wait.
They need a movie.
Facts.
I feel like they probably had more sex in the White House than like the last 15 presidents.
No. They had sex. Not like, the president bringing somebody else in.
Right. No. Yeah. And the thing about it, you could tell that she was down for him.
Yeah, facts.
I mean, he had a hard day, and she was just like, "Yo, we got this. We a team." But this chick now, this Melania, she up in New York. She ain't worried about him. She's like, "I ain't living in Washington with your ass. You on your own." Mm-hmm. So when you look at it like that,
that's a good point.
I'd rather have the Obamas love and affection. It's okay. It's good for them because they both successful and intelligent and everything. But even if they wasn't, you can't find that kind of love every day.
Yeah. Okay, so basically what we're talking about, y'all, for the people who are watching, what's going on, everybody, shout out to y'all. We're talking about money. Can money buy you happiness? So what I teased on Facebook was if you met one person, and they were financially stable, very, very stable, had an endless amount of money, and the next person you met was more based on romances. Like, they could love you the way you want to be loved. They were caregivers, that type of stuff. Where would you go? You know what I mean? Would you want the money? Would you want the happiness? Would you, as far as stability financially, or do you want someone who can genuinely take care of you? That's the question that we're asking. That's what we're talking about tonight. That's our topic. Soldier, you've been out here in the dating pool, right? Yes. And I know you feel like you've yet to find somebody that's actually worth a damn, right? So for you, right, guy A and guy B. I know you said that you've experienced B, so you would be more about guy A. But do you feel like at some point maybe you would want to, if the relationship wasn't going where you would want to go, right? Let's say that you met guy A and you're great with the trips and you're great with the him giving you money and the cars and all that, and that's great. Mm-hmm. But do you think at some point you're going to want guy B? Only for the simple fact that no. So you're going to always be good with the money.
I'm straight with the money.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So, Patience, you going to always be straight with the money? You going to always be good with the dough?
I guess after a while, you might get a little bored and get all the stuff that you want.
That's why you got friends.
That's true, too.
You say he's just a friend.
I'd be like, so we could go out and hang out.
No, I was talking about guy friends.
Oh, no, well, hey.
No, I was talking about, like, side dudes.
Oh, side dudes.
Lord, help me.
You keeping a side dude?
Yes, definitely have a side dude.
Okay.
Wow. Oh, no. Because you might have somebody following you if you don't have that money. No?
True. Never know. Never know.
Well, then I would get a private eye with the money he gives me. Yeah, that's right.
But you also, a lot of times, what you gotta understand especially with men with money, is that they feel like that money controls you too.
Yeah.
You obviously you live in that particular lifestyle, so you probably don't have to work. You shop all day. You probably don't have to do much of anything. But in his eyes, I own you. Because everything that you own, I bought. Mm-hmm. Everything that you have, I bought.
So, like, I think like it would depend though, because I would still work. So it would depend on, even if he had stacks on stacks on stacks and would give me whatever I wanted, I would still work doing something that I love to do, and like I would have a complete secret stash that he would have no idea about. Like, we talked about this in the show before. Ladies, no matter what, if you're in a relationship where you're happy or it's a dude who has money, always have a secret bank account. Always have a backup plan, because you never know when shit's going to hit the fan. Have a secret bank account, completely different from the one that you have with your spouse. Get paperless statements. Make up a whole new email address, like complete secret account. Because when shit hits the fan, you got a backup plan and you got your cushion.
Why are you anticipating stuff to go bad, though?
You never know. You never know. It's 2017. The divorce rate's 50%. F that.
Well, plus I'm assuming that he would, or she, depending on what we're talking about, you be signing that nice fat prenup. That's
if they're smart enough, because some dudes are dumb with their money. Like, some dudes, you put it on them right, and they just forget all about that.
But do you really want a dumb dude like that?
No, but that's not what we're talking about. Taking it all types of other directions.
All right, Patience, how you feel? Do you feel like would you be offended if that man came to you and said, "I want you to sign a prenup"? Would it offend you?
It would offend me.
It would? I always said I want a prenup, and I ain't even got money like that. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
I don't know. I think it would offend me. I'm like, what?
You think it would offend you?
Yeah.
So
I had ulterior motives.
because I kind of feel like either or, and I also think that I also feel like there's a double standard where, you know, where if you're a man and then you were established, say, financially before you met the woman, and you know you just want to protect yourself, you know, if things don't work out, because, you know, like Soldier said, it's a 50% divorce rate. All you selfish.
Well, that's not like legit 50%. I was like just throwing a number out there.
Well, it's probably close to the 70, but
Dion called me out. # alternative facts. So, but I was told that before, and I read it somewhere.
Well, it's 50 or over. It's not under. Let's just say it's not under 50%. But you know, I don't see a problem with that. And the problem, a lot of times, what happens is that what are we talking about?
The prenup.
I'm sorry.
The prenup.
Prenuptial agreement has a stigma to it.
Mm-hmm.
So what he might be saying to you is like, look, all I'm saying is that I built this company for 20 years. Mm-hmm. So if we get divorced, you know, you can negotiate that. Mm-hmm. My wife and I was just talking about that the other day. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Karen. How you doing, baby? But she was saying a lot of times we assume that you get nothing. Mm-hmm. But the man normally just saying, you know, well, look, I got this company. I don't want you to take my company from me. I got this house that my parents gave me.
Right.
I don't want you to take that from me. Well, how about you walk away with this much, 500,000, right?
Where is this at?
I'm saying it's
a divorce proceeding.
Yeah. No, but you can negotiate that in a prenuptial agreement. It's not always about you leave, you get nothing, and you go back to where you came from. But it's all about making sure that you don't have to give up everything that you worked for.
Greg's like, I've been divorced. It don't work like that.
Let me ask the question. Do we believe, Greg B, should alimony be a thing? Should alimony really be a thing?
Fuck no.
Okay.
I'll cut you off. No.
Okay.
Grown ass bitches. Go get your own goddamn job, man. What are we paying for you for? Unless we have kids, what the hell am I paying you for? I don't care if we were together 25 years.
Right.
I should not have to pay you. You are not my child. What am I paying you? I'm paying. So basically, what you're basically saying, I'm paying you for the time I was with you. Fuck out of here, yo. No, alimony should not be given to a grown.
I'm all about a prenup.
Facts.
Prenup is fine. A prenup is fine. You have to protect yourself because unfortunately, for those deadbeat dads out there who don't pay their freaking child support, when you get married to somebody, guess who else becomes financially responsible for that child? Your wife.
Yep.
Facts.
Your wife does. So to avoid that, like you said, I agree with you. I'm just messing around with you. You have to protect yourself because you just never know. The divorce rate is high. I don't care what Dion says is alternative facts. The shit is high because people break up. That's just how it is. You get married to somebody, you say, oh shit, I fucked up. I need to get out of this situation. Goodbye. I hate you. Let's get divorced. And that costs money. Your lawyer costs money. So the only thing I think a person should recoup is if someone pays for a lawyer. And you should get the money back for that.
Yeah, you get the money
Giving
back for that.
alimony people where you are paying 10 years down the line for somebody because you're with them, fuck no.
Dude, what do you feel about that, Kareem? What do you feel about alimony?
You know what?
What's your thoughts on it? Should if you and your wife separate, should you have to pay her for her living expenses?
Absolutely not. Now we have a child together. You want some child support? That's different because
child support is different.
Because the money is different.
Right.
I was just making that point. But alimony, like Greg said, you're a grown ass woman. Yeah. You can work just like I work. Why am I paying you, like you said, for the time that you was together? Now I also believe that, and it also all depends on who wants to leave. Like what happens in a lot of these situations where you got a woman that want to leave and then turn around and collect dough from you. Mm-hmm. But you wanted to leave. I didn't want to break up. I didn't want to lose the relationship. I wanted to work it out. Mm-hmm. But you wanted to be out. And then you still think you'll get paid?
Well, there's exceptions. Yeah. Mary J. Blige's husband. Mary J. Blige left him because he cheated.
Yeah.
But that's different.
Right? Mm-hmm. But this dude's like, I got a certain, my
quality of life. Quality of life, yeah.
You need to meet that. No, you need to take your ass and get the job at the freaking Krispy Kreme and work your way up. Just like everybody else does.
But that's both sides. Because what we do.
Yeah, but guys try to take ladies for alimony themselves.
They do.
Like broke dudes.
Well, now more so today, it's getting to be a little more equal. But for the most part, there's always a certain stigma with divorce where if you're a man, you should pay a woman alimony, but you're a punk ass man if you ask for alimony from a woman. You know what I mean? I feel like nobody should get alimony. You break up, you move on with your life.
Well, from being that I've been through this. So anyway, being that I've been through this,
please repeat that.
Word. That's a segue. We're going to refer to divorce as from now on. But being that I've been through this, I will tell you the judge, what he tells you in the divorce proceeding is, you do understand that I could increase alimony or child support because you have given this woman or man the kind of a certain kind of lifestyle that they expect to live outside of your divorce, whether it's fair or not, whether you believe that chick shouldn't walk with anything. That's why a lot of lawyers will tell you to resolve your issues before you go before a judge. They take you to a mediator to work your stuff out. Even if you have kids, even if you have a house, anything, work your stuff out between two rational adults so that when you go to court for your divorce proceeding, it's just cut and dry. He's like, okay, well, let's sign the decree. Let's get this done and over with. Depending on what state you're in, Pennsylvania is 2-year expiration. Jersey, it's immediate. You understand what I'm saying? So
get married in Jersey.
No, don't do anything in Jersey. Stay away from Jersey. Sorry if anybody lives in Jersey. But
facts, because I dated a couple people from Jersey and it
didn't work out. See. But that's what judge tell you. He tell you, listen, there's a certain lifestyle that you have accustomed this woman or man to be in. If they feel alimony is legitimate, they'll come after you for it.
Well, yeah, that happened to one of my coworkers. She was trying to divorce her husband, and they were hitting her with alimony for him. So based on the amount of money she made at work or whatever, she was like, oh hell no, we can work this out.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And now they're trying to work it out.
Man, I ain't mad at that. You know what? I ain't mad. Honestly, this is gonna sound very grimy. If you do want to stay with a chick to avoid child support, God bless them, yo. Do it. Avoid that whole mess of court, because once in the mediation meeting, when you go and do a video, they show you a video and they tell you if you can't resolve your issues, what's going to happen is you're going to allow that judge to make the decision for you. And when he makes the decision, I don't care if you don't like it or not. That's it. Once that paper gets signed, whatever decree he's made is going to be dealt out. So handle it ahead of time, like you said. So I would have went back too. I would have worked that shit out. Screw all the other stuff, because you can get that amended. Your divorce, you can at least here. You can. I'm not sure about Jersey, because once they do it, it's immediate.
Patience, what do you feel about that? What are your thoughts on alimony from a woman's standpoint? Do you feel like a man should deserve alimony, like with Mary J. Blige's husband? Should he get alimony?
No, I don't think he should get alimony. He don't want to cheat her, right?
Yeah, he did cheat. Yeah.
So did they not have? Sorry, did they not have a prenup? Because I feel like Mary J would have a prenup, and I feel like there would be an adultery.
I don't think there was a prenup. I don't believe so. I could be wrong. If at Facebook, if you're out there and you know the fact, let us know. But
shit, I'm Soldier from the Stormy Weather Show. I'm still getting a prenup. Fuck out of here.
Yeah, if I have that much prestige, I would definitely get a prenup.
You don't need prestige though.
Hell no.
I'm just saying, if I had money like that, yeah.
No, but I'm saying, but back to the alimony. What do you feel about the alimony though? Do you feel like a man? No, a man shouldn't get alimony, right?
A man shouldn't. I mean,
Here comes the double standard. Double standard.
So because I like to get my hair done by a salon, I can't get.
If I cheat, okay, fine.
But they don't.
And I think if he cheat, then yeah, he should pay the woman.
But in a court proceeding, they say that. Yeah, you can give your side of the story saying he cheated with me, X, Y, and Z. But at the end of the day, on your divorce papers, there's irreconcilable differences.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right?
You understand what I'm saying?
He cheated. He gonna pay me, and I ain't never get married again.
The thing they said about Mary J. Blige's husband, the backlash he got over it was ridiculous. She's a scumbag. He's not a real man.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, but why? He does the same thing a woman does.
I feel that any person should not get alimony. The only way that I feel alimony should be allocated is if the spouse is disabled and cannot work and or receive disability.
I can see that.
Life sustainable income.
But let me ask this question to the room then.
I have a question.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Someone asked, is it fair that the spouse get alimony if she is doing domestic violence? Why should I be forced to stay, or if I leave, have to pay alimony?
So I already no.
You said you covered that, right?
Yeah. So the only time I feel that it is appropriate for them to get alimony is if the spouse is disabled and is not able to get a livable income, regardless of male or female.
I agree with that.
I don't know why waiting until keep popping in my head.
Yo, I was just gonna say, like, yo, I was seeing Angela Bassett walking with the fire, because that damn sure would be me. Fuck out of here.
Walking with fire where? To burn his clothes?
Yeah, you cheat on me after 10 years. I'm be Lisa Left Eye Lopez on him.
No.
Yeah, no, I'm not rolling. I'm not rolling.
I'm Spanish.
That's the thing. Running over somebody's car. What? You burning his clothes gonna do what?
It's satisfying.
It doesn't matter. He still left your ass.
I don't care. He still gotta go to the store and buy more clothes.
He still left, but at the end of the day, he still left.
Hashtag petty.
He still.
I love it.
Hell no.
Here's my question. This is what I want to know.
What up, Julio?
Should a person, okay, as far as the alimony thing, right? We still talking about money, y'all. Shout out to everybody that's watching on Facebook. Should a person, just because you came into a lifestyle, right? Like, okay, you met a person, y'all got married, and then you became, their life became your life. Their life became your life, right? Yeah. So after you get married, why do you have to stay up to where you were? Like, why do we even feel like alimony should be allocated at all? If you came into, so you got money, me and you met, we got together. You had the money, I was broke. Mm-hmm. Right, so then so now you're paying for trips and we're having all this grand of a time, and then now
This is hypothetical.
Clearly, it's a hypothetical. We're broken up. Mm-hmm. Why is it on you to make sure that I stay?
Right.
No, and I'm talking about from a man or a woman. There should be no such thing at all.
Agreed. Like I said, the only time I think that it should be required is if the other party is disabled and cannot live a sustainable life.
Nope. I roll up into the courtroom with a wheelchair, son. Straight up.
Go ahead, Chris.
Listen, I'm not in feeling that. Take your crippled ass back to the hood where you came from. But I'm just joking. But I agree. You know what? Because it wouldn't that be considered entitlement?
Exactly. Yes. I think it is.
You're not entitled. In my opinion, obviously, is different in the course, but you're not entitled to live the life that you were living before.
Right.
You leave that life, then you go to whatever life that you can produce for yourself.
Heck yeah. Like, you wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
I agree with you 100%, but the law is not written that way.
No, I get the law. I get that. I get the law. That the law.
You're just talking about from a personal experience, personal.
Right.
Yeah, like
No, I agree with both of you. I agree with both of you.
No, that's a good point about the law, because I get that.
That's why I say get a prenup.
But my thing is, if you get a job, you got a job, right? Let's say you make $20 an hour, right?
Mm-hmm.
You lose that job, your next job you make $12, right? That's not that's not the other jobs, to pay you that extra $8 an hour. I mean, no, that doesn't work like that.
That's what? That's like signing an NBA contract, man. I would love something like that. I've been given jobs every day.
Every day.
Andrew Bynum rule in effect.
You couldn't keep me at a job if that was the case. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I get it. I understand. But like I said, Greg, that was a good point about the law. But no, at the end of the day, just because you came into money doesn't mean that you should have to live that once we break up. No, I'm the reason why you got money.
Not even just that. As a grown adult, you should be responsible for your
own self.
For yourself.
Yes.
You should be.
Yes. I agree, for sure.
Facts.
Greedy Gus, Pennsylvania word. You should be a greedy Gus and be like, yo.
I've never heard that.
You never heard greedy Gus before?
Hell no.
They say that up here. They be saying greedy Gus. Listen, that's why I said Pennsylvania word. Thank you. Correct.
I want to give a shout out to Michael Phillips. Happiness over money. Rather live life okay than in love. Boom. That's what it's all about.
Okay. I mean, I
and in love, not then in love.
That's what I said.
Then and.
But as a grown adult, you should be responsible for yourself. So that's like saying if I decide today I don't want to be part of WDLS, that D Smooth don't owe me. He doesn't owe me money unless we have a contract right now.
Right.
He's not responsible for what happens to me when I leave the station.
Absolutely. Right. But like you said, the law is written differently, and I get that.
Which I think is stupid.
Right.
You understand? When you go through a divorce, yes, I have to put emphasis on it. Because when you sitting before a judge, he don't care what color you are. He don't care what you are. He just sees man and woman, and that's it. And that's it. And all he wants to know is, can y'all come to a decision at the end of the day? Is there a line in the sand where we can meet at and have our differences matched out? If we can't have our differences matched out before you come before me, whatever I decide is what happens.
And then the problem with that is when you go to that point, you're dealing with a human being that has biasness. So if you have, say, like a woman judge who just got out of a bad divorce, your ass might be toast.
Or if you have a judge that's an asshole.
Yeah.
I'm just giving one example.
No, I agree.
One example of biasness, or you get, like you said, you get one as an asshole and don't like that you wearing that New York jacket because he's an Eagles fan or something like that. You might.
Julio said, "Hey, Shell, who the hell's Shell?"
He's talking to her. He's talking to Soldier.
What up, Soldier? Hey, Soldier. No alimony unless that person give up everything to take care of you and give up going to school or building their own life so that you can build yours. And then you get I have no idea. Read the album.
That's waiting to exhale right there. That's what she did. You just got done watching that, didn't you, Julio? Julio. My bad.
No, what he's saying is if the person stopped their life, put it on pause
to take care of you,
so that you can get your dreams fulfilled and you can be established. And then once that person gets established, they throw up the deuces and kick you to the curb. That's what he's saying.
Okay,
when he feels alimony should be allocated.
Nah, bump that. Nah, I don't agree with that at all.
You still not rolling?
I'm still not rolling because you take your chances in life with everything.
Facts.
You take your chances.
Thank you.
Okay,
Facts.
For example, if you buy a used car, you take a chance that might be a lemon.
Yep.
So when you get with someone, you know the risk.
They might be a lemon.
They might be a lemon for sure.
Hence why you always have the backup plan, females with your bank account. Proceed. So
like my man said, it is what it is. I don't agree. If you give up your life, that's your own fault. And now you got perfect opportunity to get your life back on track now.
Look, if somebody flakes on you, I'm sorry. You gonna say something, patient? I'm sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. if somebody comes to you and they be like, I helped, because you hear a lot of, I'm not saying all females, I helped you get a car, I helped you do this, I helped you that. And that person leaves you right after they become successful. They were never into you to begin with. They used you for your resources. Right. They used you for your time. They used you for as much as they can get out of you. And then they're like, deuces.
Yeah.
So, I mean, but you as an individual in that relationship, you got to pick up on that shit, man. You can't hold that person responsible for the fact that you didn't see that they were building themselves up to dip on you.
Yeah.
Like you said, the secret account. If you are in a relationship, to me, and I get you should have your own life within your relationship, but that to me, I would consider to be shady. I don't need to know what's in your account.
You don't need to know it exists.
Yeah, but why? But why? Why is it a circumstance or situation where you already are planning for this shit to break the fuck down?
Listen, I think everyone, not just a female. I mean, clearly I'm a female, and that's what my grandmother always told me growing up, from like little girl to the day she passed away. So that's how I was raised. But I think everybody should have that secret account where they just put money in there. Like I said, no paper statements.
I'm waiting for you to finish. You know I got something to say, right?
I know you're like eating your microphone, dog. Like, go ahead.
Like that too. My mom and grandmother, they told me the same thing. Put a rainy day fund. You never know.
Yep.
All right.
That's exactly what she called it, too, a rainy day fund.
And I agree with that.
You never know when it's going to happen.
So your man that you've been helping build up, patient, soldier, you've been taking him out, give him a little bit of this, a little bit of that. You find out he have a secret account. And he don't have just $10, $15. This motherfucker got $5,000 in there. You okay with that?
I don't know.
No, but why is it
the
difference?
difference is because men are stupid and get caught.
Oh, see,
And it ain't no secret no more.
Wow.
I would be like, I would throw like the statement. Oh, so this is the engagement ring fund?
Yeah, but you just said it's a secret account. It ain't your thing. It's first of all, you're not your damn business. If you walk in there and he has $10,000.
Well, if he's dumb enough, if he is right, for sure. If he's dumb enough to let me catch it, though, he's gonna hear my mouth. But I'm saying, always have a secret account that the significant other don't know about.
But the thing is, when we talk about secret accounts, we're literally talking about starting a relationship on a lie, on this.
No, because I don't think. See, and my purpose is, well, for me, like, I'm single, so I would already have established my secret account before I even met you. So you don't even know. And as the relationship progresses, and if we get into a serious relationship and do the whole bill, I don't know how y'all people do it, combo accounts or whatever, I'm not transferring all my money. And you don't need to know that.
You got a rebuttal, Kareem?
Hell no. Nope. Nope. No, because just like I just said, if even if it was a combo account or I have my own secret account and you find out I've been holding back $10,000, you're gonna be mad as shit.
Yeah, because right away, if I find out about it, and there are ways to find out about stuff like that. You know what I mean? So, like you said, you got $10,000. We've been married 10 years. I'm looking at you like I'm already like, oh, you fixing to bounce on me already?
Yeah.
Here's my rebuttal, Patience. Okay. And I understand where you and Soldier are coming from. I get it. Here's my rebuttal, right? Your family told you make sure you had that secret account in the stash. I get it, right? I get it. Right. Let's say your best friend came to you and said, "Yo, I just found out that my man got a secret stash." What do you tell her? Do you mess around and say, "Oh, he should have one"? Yes. I agree.
Yes.
Yeah, I would say, "Hey, rainy day fun."
Y'all bullshit.
Who are you telling? Like you probably I'm the realest shit ever. No, I would be like high five to him.
Patience, I'm not rolling. Patience, I'm not rolling. You be like, girl, that's so messed up. Girl, that's so messed up. Why is he doing that? Why would he do that? You know you love way too much for that.
Shit, fuck that.
But no, I would probably think, okay, yeah, he prepared himself to just in case.
So you would then tell her that he was right for that?
Yes.
Yeah. I would tell her to do the same thing. I would tell her if he got a secret, you better have one too.
My reaction would be like, girl, where's yours? Okay. Like you don't have your own rainy day fund?
I don't know, your man. I don't know.
Why you tripping?
Kareem, you found out you've been married 20 years. You found out your wife got a secret stash. You rolling?
We got problems.
Thank you.
We got problems. And the reason why I say we got problems, because I'm almost guaranteeing that half the money is money that I earned.
Talk to him.
You know what I'm saying?
See, no, because the way you have, so to be smart, to set it up and to not use your spouse's income is you can have your paycheck distributed on a direct deposit note to a different account. So you can do a portion of your paycheck to one account and your portion to an orange account, which is a higher interest yielding fund that you can use for your secret account.
You see this over here? You hearing this?
No, but she's actually right though.
No, she is. She is. Right. Are you hearing this?
Yeah, I'm hearing this. Yeah, that wouldn't work for me. Me and Soul be fighting immediately. Because when she says that men fuck up, but she gonna fuck up one day and be like, "Oh, baby, guess what? Can you get the mail?" And I'm like,
again, paperless.
Paperless. Yes.
Never paper.
"Babe, grab my phone, get that email, get that text message from me." Oh, yeah, all right,
But-
no problem.
No.
Oh, orange.
But
account,
the more secrets you
15
got, the more
million.
problem.
Be like, and we're living in a row home.
The more probability you messed up. So now you're saying a secret account with no paper trail, right?
Right.
And now you got a secret email that gives you your paperless trail statements. So now that's 2 lies you got going on. You shady.
It's like all
you shady.
Yo,
You shady as hell.
It's like an all-encompassing rainy day fund. So the email it goes under there. You create your own email account, and it's got to be like so different and like a different server, not Gmail, not Yahoo, maybe like a Hotmail, because who the fuck has Hotmail nowadays? It's
I actually
2017.
do. But it's all good. I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about. Okay. Here's my thing. Here's my thing. So, now I couldn't let you slide with that one. I was like, yo, I got a Hotmail, dog. But it's cool. It's cool. And it's all love.
It's 2017, bro.
No, well, I got a couple of them, so it's all good. It's all good. Here's my thing. If that's the philosophy, and I get it, and I know this is going to sound a little morbid, but I'm going here, and y'all tell me if I'm wrong because I know y'all will. If that's the case, if we're keeping a secret stash, and the significant other should never find out about it, right? Mm-hmm. So then, how could you say that having a side chick is wrong? It's the same. It's the same logic.
Not.
It's the same logic.
I mean, honestly, you got a point there.
It's the same logic.
You ain't smashing this. You ain't smashing money.
I'm feeling that logic right there.
That's because you guys opposed the rainy day fund.
Because the idea is you're not supposed to know about it.
Facts.
It's a secret. So as long as you don't find out the secret, what you're saying essentially is that it's okay to keep secrets as long as you're not dumb enough to get caught.
Exactly.
Word.
Y'all are whack.
Why we whack? Give it up, Mike, so I can drop it.
Tell him, Kareem. No. So what you feel, Patience? What you feel? Am I wrong for that?
No.
I'm not wrong for thinking that?
No.
Okay. So you can have a secret stash if your man can have a side chick.
Fuck no.
How was that any different? Listen, PSA, have your secret stash of bitches on the side. Yo, why not? Listen, she's right. She's right. In all seriousness, she's right. You should have any financial advisor will tell you to have your own money set aside for yourself. So I joke with you, but she's actually right. You should always have money for yourself, just in case. But it shouldn't. I think keeping secrets in a relationship is a problem. You don't have to disclose everything, because everything, sometimes people take it and then they use it against you later on in the relationship. But if you're going to start with secrets, they right. Then I should be able to have a secret treasure trove of women.
I'm just saying, it's the same
not?
thing. It's the same logic. It's the same logic.
I agree with Greg to the point where if you my woman and you tell me, well, look, every week $50 come out my account into this other account for whatever you want. All right.
Not gonna work.
But what I'm saying is that it works both ways.
And you're giving dollar amounts? Fuck out of here.
All right, so
Because soon as something go wrong, baby, you got that $50.
That's right. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, I hit a pothole. I need a tire, babe. Give me that $50 you put in that secret account you got. Fuck out of here.
this is so morbid.
No.
This is so morbid. Have we got to the point where we get into relationships expecting it to fail?
Good question.
Hashtag jaded life.
Yes. No, I think people do.
I think we can do so.
Yeah, I think we all come into relationships with the expectation that we're waiting for the shoe to drop.
Yeah.
And that especially bodes well for individuals who've been hurt in the past.
Yeah, but the best part about having the rainy day fund is that when you guys do make it and you're like, 70 years old or whatever.
Oh, then you break it out?
And then you pull up in that Tesla or that Maserati for the birthday present and you're like, babe, I got you your favorite car. Yeah. And the guy ain't gonna be like mad at you for having a secret rainy day fund.
Yes, he is.
Yes, he
You
is.
bought a Maserati.
Yes, he is.
You can't pull up in no Maserati. Like, where you get that money from?
What?
This movie just popped in my head. Jump in the broom. Remember he lost all his
yes.
money.
Yeah.
He lost
That was
everything.
such a good movie.
At the end of the movie, she said, "It's all right. I got us." She
Word.
had all
Yes.
his money
Word.
stashed away.
Did the credits come up
Didn't
after that?
know. And he no. He was like, "How did you? Wow! Like what?" He was impressed. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So yeah,
That's a
it's
movie.
not
That's a
always,
movie.
That's a
it's
movie.
not
That's not
always
real
a bad
life.
thing,
You found one example in one movie,
Wait a minute. 'Cause
No.
y'all
and,
No.
and calling that stuff real life. That's not real
It
life.
is true. It is
No,
so
she's
true.
Right, though. She's right.
If you got a rainy day fund, it's because you expected it to fail. And if you got money come out your account, you thinking about it every week. You making sure, okay, I paid X dollars is coming in. So every week of your life, or 2 weeks, depending on when you get paid, it's on your mind that at some point this relationship is going to fail. Now, if you're thinking about the relationship going to fail, then you're not thinking about making it work and being the strongest couple that you can
No.
You disagree?
I completely disagree.
Why is that?
Your rainy day fund is to support you in the event something tragic happens.
Right.
You have the money
Your relationship.
to if,
Right on,
if
Greg.
it's the end of your relationship, then so be it. But I think your significant other should not know about it. It is your own personal fund to support you and take care of you in the event something happens.
Is that grounds for breakup, Greg? No, Greg. Kareem, I get to you, Greg, in a minute, Greg. If you're with a girl, right, y'all been together 2 years, you then find out that she has a secret stash you never knew about. And she got $5,000 in the stash, right? Never used the money. This is strictly for her. Is that grounds for breakup?
I'm not gonna say it's ground for breakup because I get the logic. Like I understand the logic, but honestly, that might make me think about maybe I'm gonna do the same thing. So now it's tit for tat. You know what I mean? Now, if you got a rainy day fund, I'm gonna have a rainy day fund. You know what I mean? So, and in most cases, I'm not saying you or you, but in most cases, a lot of these things are built with hypocrisy, because now you thinking you feel jaded, you feel like she was deceitful to you.
Facts.
So now, maybe when you was a loyal man or a good man, now you got the effort mentality. Oh, this was she didn't tell me for 2 years that she had a secret fund. So you know what? So now, like Greg said, I'm gonna get some secret ass.
I feel like that's going to be a wedge in the relationship, Greg. What you feel about that? I feel like if she comes to you and she says, babe, I have a secret stash, you can get one too. So what? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still going to be a wedge in the relationship, isn't it? Or no?
Nah, I agree with Kay. It wouldn't be a grounds for break. I'm not gonna break up with you over that. I mean, I would question why you never decided to tell me.
Yeah.
Especially if it comes out later. That would be like me having a side chick, and 10 years later, be like, yo, so see, chick over there, I've been banging that for the last 10 years.
No, that's totally different because
How
you're
is that
banging
different?
her.
Yeah.
How is that
What are you
different?
doing? Making it rain on yourself? Like, no.
But the concept is that I was still keeping a secret for 10 years. You
Yeah.
were keeping a secret for 10 years.
It's not so much a secret. I just didn't tell you everything. Just like
No, I'm out. No,
Like,
I'm out.
like,
I'm not
not a
rolling.
lie. It's an alternative fact.
Right.
I'm not
Right.
rolling on that one.
Like-
No.
like,
It's
I
not a
was only
secret. I
told-
didn't tell you everything. No,
well,
I'm
yeah,
not rolling.
because like so do you
I'm
guys
not
tell
rolling.
your significant other exactly how much money you make?
Yes.
Yes.
What?
Oh yeah.
Come on.
You never tell the man. You never tell him how much money you actually make.
So life jaded.
Oh my-
So life
Hell
jaded.
no.
I feel bad for you. Listen.
Did your man know how much you make, Patience?
Didn't tell you that too with the rainy day fund? The rainy day fund was have a rainy day fund and never tell a man how much money you actually make.
Does he know how much you make?
Yeah, he also wants to make
And
how much she makes. Yeah.
did you have a problem telling him that?
No.
Greg B?
Hell yeah. I tell him. It doesn't bother
Kareem?
me at all.
My wife do the finances in the house. With what
As it should be
Hold on.
done.
Life jaded. Life jaded.
My wife does the finances in the house with my assistants, so it's not one of those situations where I don't know what the hell's going on,
Right.
and everything. But yeah, so she see my direct deposit go in, and then we get together once a week, and we allocate the money to the bills or whatever we need to do. But of course, I know exactly what she's making. Now I'm starting to wonder, does she got a secret fund? we gonna talk when I get home.
You're gonna be like,
All
so
right.
babe, did you watch the show?
Did you watch the
Did
show?
you tune into the show?
Don't be listening to Soldier, all right?
My thing is this. So all I think is that's fine to have your own stash. You should. I mean, personally, everybody should have their own stash just in case, because you never know when you could be single. Like anything tragic, not just relationship breaking up, people can lose their lives just
Right.
like that. And then
Yeah.
you're
That's
stuck.
Good. I
You're
feel you
stuck
on
by
that.
yourself.
I feel you on that.
But
But that's what insurance is for.
But well, that's true too.
Yeah, but it depends because if it's a suicidal death, then that's not covered by insurance.
That's true too.
Well, no, I get that, but I'm saying in a situation where, well, okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you know, some people like to murder people and try to collect insurance.
The facts. You know what I'm saying? And there was a story a story about that too. That's real life. That's real life, unfortunately.
But to me, I think that in a totality, you have to understand that in the relationship with somebody that you feel you want to build with, you guys have to work hand in hand with each other. That doesn't mean you're obviously not going to tell your mate every single thing that happens to you in your life. Some things just don't need to be said. But when it comes to finances is a proponent of people breaking up.
Oh, for sure.
Because if somebody is coming in and they're not on their A game and you are, after a while you're going to start feeling resentful to that person. Yep. But if you understand, if I came to you and I said, look, I only got $500 this week, maybe you might have more of an understanding opposed to me not giving you any information about that and secretly stashing that $500 away and saying, I ain't got no money.
Well, obviously, it's not like having a ginormous amount. Like, you have to do it strategically enough so that it doesn't impact your everyday living. Like, it's the whole thing is, listen, guys, if you guys want more information about how to set up your rainy day fund, email us at the stormyweathershow
at gmail.com.
Not
Hotmail.
I was like, Lord, please don't let our email be a Hotmail, please.
No. It's Gmail. Okay, all right.
Yeah, I just think that rainy day fund is just protection. I really think it's protection.
Yeah,
because you just never know. And
right.
I don't want to be out there desolate. I don't want to be out there like that.
True.
You know what I mean?
Do you in fact have a rainy day fund now?
You can't ask people these questions. All y'all are in relationships. I'm the only single person. You can't be asking those questions.
Might be watching and listening.
Right. But you know,
yeah.
and really, again, it's not so much like it has to be if we break up fun. Like, God forbid your spouse gets disabled or gets hurt and you guys get hit. You know, then you have this stash where you're like, just like she said, like, don't worry, I got us, you know, and you're able to cover those expenses.
Yeah, but here's my thing. But if that's and I ain't mean to cut you, I'm sorry, but if that's the case, then why can't you just tell a person about it?
No, because you never know.
What does that mean?
I'm not understanding that.
I don't get that. I'm not.
I'm just saying, like, you never know. Like,
no, I get you. If you're right, that's a good point. Okay, the person's become disabled, so now you're like, I got us, we good. So how come we just couldn't know that from jump? If something breaks down, I got us. How? Because I
don't know.
No.
Because the chick that lost her leg,
right?
Yeah.
She her man gonna take care of her now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If her man got a rainy day fund,
he ain't taking care of her. She was a side chick. He's gonna act like he don't even know her.
Listen, he's taking care of that leg, man. Wherever it is, rest in peace, man. You know what I'm saying?
So. Damn, Greg.
So sad.
I'm just saying. And in all seriousness, she's right. You should have something in the case of something tragic happen. It just the way you're explaining it.
That's what makes it.
It seems
the
like
optics of it don't sound like
it makes it comes off shady.
Yeah,
it does.
This is mine. You ain't touching it. Mm-hmm. But that's not what a relationship is built of. It's two people working at something. We're gonna butt heads at something. You may not agree with my tactics. You may not agree with the way I handle myself. I may not agree with your tactics. I may not agree with the way you handle yourself. But it's some meeting in them. This man been married for 20 years.
Well, all right. Truth be told, we've been together 20 years. But we've been married for 3.
Okay, but still been with her for 20 years.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? You've known yours for over 20 years. So the point is, your idea of how you two work together is always going to be different. So you are going to have to find that meeting of the minds in the middle.
Well, let's talk about this though. Okay, all right, patient. I'm not putting you on the spot, but I'm putting you on the spot a little bit here, right? All right. We're not talking about. All right. So we talked about secret stash, but I'm talking about secrets in general, right? Okay. It is a situation. Should there never be any secrets inside a relationship? If now I understand that's vague because I get it. You know, a secret could be anything. But what do you feel is if there's something that you didn't know about your boyfriend, your significant other, your man, your husband, whatever, and you fiance. I'm not even talking about him. I'm talking about in general. If there's something that you found out 3-4 years down the line, regardless of what it was, do you still feel a certain way? Should there be secrets at all in a relationship? In your opinion, just your opinion.
In my opinion, I mean, There's gonna be some secrets.
There's gonna be
I think
secrets.
there's always gonna be secrets in relationships.
So it's a situation where you think it can be manageable.
Yeah. Some things you need to know. Some things you don't.
Well, we'll get to you, so Kareem. What you feel about it?
You know what? Honestly, I think certain things don't need to come out. Certain things that you might be ashamed of, and you don't want someone to know about you.
Even your wife.
Even your wife,
okay.
Especially if it's not relevant to the relationship.
Right.
If it's going to harm the relationship more than it's going to help,
okay,
then keep it to yourself. Like, all right, if you was a girl, I'd be like, yeah, when I was 16, I had like 15 guys run a train on me at a party.
Yeah.
I don't see a problem with you not telling me. Matter of fact, I might not want to know that.
Soldier, what you feel? We're talking about secrets, y'all.
I'm all about what Kareem says. It is, and what Patient says, there's a needs to know basis. There's some things you just don't need to know. And what's it called when, like, say I'm committing a crime, but I don't tell Kareem, so that way,
Plausible deniability.
Yes, plausible deniability. So sometimes I'm just looking out for you.
I did it for you, baby. I did it for you.
Gregory, what you feel about that? What do you feel about secrets?
Yeah, there's some things that just don't need to be said. Some things are not really in the realm of your relationship. Some things could do more harm to a person, especially a person who's insecure. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not going to tell him how great your last boyfriend is, and then, you know, if he's a person who's insecure about himself, that automatically is going to start friction easily. So there's just certain things you just don't have to. Just don't even bring it. That's not necessarily keeping a secret. It's just
you don't need to.
There's no need.
So that's why I always say, like, whenever like you start dating somebody, obviously you ask questions and you try to get to know them or whatever. And even probably in long-term relationships, like, don't ask questions that you're not able to handle the truth about.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Like, we've talked about this so many times, like, you know, especially like in a new relationship, guys always say, like, so I'm the best you ever had, right? No,
Never.
You're not. And I'm not going to lie about it, so then you're going to mope around the house for the next, like, month. Stop. So there's a need-to-know basis. You don't need to know you are not the best I've ever had. You know what I'm saying? So just don't ask questions. You cannot handle the truth there.
Do you want to know how many women your man's been with?
Nope.
No.
Nope.
Patience? Do you want to know?
I'm calling BS on that.
Hold on, Greg. We'll get to it. You don't want to know?
Nope.
So, okay, so you believe you got a number in your head. You believe that's the number.
That's why I'd rather just...
I'd rather not even think about it.
Not even think about it.
Nope, don't think about it.
Do you want to know, Kareem? I'm not talking about your wife. I'm talking about, let's say you're single, you met a chick, you get with her. Do you want to know how many dudes she's been with before you?
Hell yeah.
Greg B?
Yeah, I want to know.
Well, and you know what it is? And I you probably heard me say this before, but I think there's two kind of people. There's people who don't want to know, and then there's need to know. And I'd rather know than sit around and wonder about it.
Facts.
So if you tell me and you say I've been with 14 people, all right, and maybe that might upset me at first, but I know I can process it and get over it.
Damn, 14. I was thinking upset you. Whoa.
I know, right? I was like, damn, what about 30?
Facts. Greg, but you okay? So okay. And again, we're outside. We're not talking about your significant other. Obviously, we're talking about somebody new. You meet somebody new. Y'all had that conversation. You say, so just for shits and giggles, how many men you been with? She says, you really want to know? And you're like, yeah. And she goes, 46.
46 it is.
You cool with that?
Yeah. Listen, I've lived my life. I don't want you judging me, so I'm not going to judge you.
Kareem, you cool with 46?
I'm judging you.
Wow.
I was going to say, Greg B is not the real. Greg B is a breed of his own.
I'm judging the out of you. I mean, I'm not saying it's a game changer, but that's something I got to think about later on tonight. Like,
so you're saying that women can't do what men do? They can't sleep around with multiple partners?
Oh no, you can do whatever you want to do, but
you're just not gonna date me.
But we also have a right to feel how we want to feel about it.
That's true.
So if 46 to me is too many, then I'm not the man for you. You know,
to a point.
You know what I mean? And that's all it is. That's all it is. You I'm not the man for you. The next
too high.
No, he's rolling with what he said about if 46 for me is disturbing to me. If I feel that's too high, then clearly I'm not the right man.
No. But 46, I don't care. I don't care how many men you've been with. I have no qualms. And I know I'm using my fiance, but Trini could say, I've been with 1,000. I don't care. because none of those guys.
Thousands is a lot.
No. I get you. No. Hold up. What I'm saying is that I understand. No, I understand that the opposite of that looks crazy. But at the end of the day, like those dudes don't have nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? She's not with any of those dudes now. She's with me. I get you. I understand because we got to don't turn her hoe into a housewife. I get that. And 1,000 dudes make you seem like the H word. I get that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. None of that matters. It doesn't matter. I
would only throw caution to you sleeping with a lot of people if people currently can come up to me and tell me your indiscretions.
Right. But it acted like remember when we had a young lady on the show who was a dancer. Yeah. Guys gonna come up to her and talk all types of way anyway because she danced. She didn't even sleep with dudes. She was just dancing. True. It's the same thing.
True.
But what I would say also is, when I say I would judge you, that's at the beginning of the relationship. I shouldn't even know that information that soon in the relationship.
Well, don't ask the question. That's my point. Don't ask questions you don't want the truth to.
I want that question. I'm gonna ask that question.
But I wouldn't ask it too soon because doing it too soon, it turns into a negative thing, and it kind of any good qualities you have.
What's the right time for you, Kareem? What's the right time to ask that question?
Like 6 months.
I'm gonna say once we're a little tiny bit more established, we've been on a few dates, and I can actually find other good qualities in you that can offset the number that I might hear.
A month, give me a time frame.
A month? No, 5 months.
Oh, thank you, because you said a few dates, so a few dates is like 3. So
well, depends on how you space the dates out. Girl, I know I ain't seen you in 6 months. I can't wait.
Yeah,
for
right.
our third date.
Right, fuck out of here. No, but so 5-6 months would be the time frame when you would have that conversation.
Yeah, and it would be very matter of factly. We'll be like,
and would you feel like you need to have that conversation before or after sex?
I don't think it matters. I think it would just come up one day. I'll be at work or at home, and it would pop in my head, and a conversation would be together, and like Josh said, just for shits and giggles, how many dudes you been with? You know what I mean? But then I ask questions, and I'm like, well, how many of them you had at the same time?
Right. No, it's true. That's true though. So that's my question about, if you feel like that question or conversation should be had before or after sex, because if you do it, say you do it before sex, is that going to change your view on wanting to have sex with that person? No. And then if you do it after sex and the person sucks, you can sit there and be like, how the fuck you do 50 dudes and you suck this bad? Or they're really good, and you're like, that's how she could drop it like it's hot. God damn, high five.
She got that experience.
Right.
The experience. All right, Patience, let me ask you a question.
We ain't giving high fives, son.
I love my high fives. It's so degraded. No, I high five after sex. When it's really good. So I'm just feeling Kareem.
Right.
What do you do, John? If someone's good, you give... I feel like you should give them ludicrous bows and stuff like that.
That's a great point.
No, just a high five.
No, I don't really have to say much. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, the roar from the load comes out. If the cooch is huge, you might ask. Shout out to Julio.
Yeah, that's right, Julio. If you go in there, you're like, hello. Yeah, then you might have to be like, girl, how many dudes you been with?
I
don't know, because some chicks
are just loose.
They're just loose.
Yeah, first shout out to my man Tony Valdez. Thanks for enjoying the show and enjoying the topic.
Right on.
But my man said, I'm gonna judge your ass too.
Okay.
But you know what? It's
because of 46.
Listen. But we all judge.
We do.
We all judge. So if the number is too high for you, then that's your own personal preference. Now to you, it might not be too high. So maybe you and that chick, y'all need to get together. But for me, I'm
But you already got 6 months invested. You're just walking away because of the number of dudes that she slept with in her past.
Not even just that. How would you judge somebody for sleeping with 46 people if you done that yourself? That's my issue.
The world is full of hypocrisy.
This is Kareem's statement.
Yes. If I slept with 46 people plus 7, you know what I'm saying?
I was going to say, because they always say, for a female, add 10, for a dude, add 20.
Add 20. My thing is, look, if you slept with 46, that's why I feel if a girl came to me and she slept with 46 people, my thing is what I would say exactly what Josh said. As long as you're not doing this when you're with me.
Mm-hmm.
But it's with me now. With me personally, that's just me. With me personally, it doesn't You don't have to add 20 because I'll tell you my number. I have no cares. I
Right.
have no. If that's the case, then like Kareem said, then just don't date me. You know what I'm saying? But if you want to know my number, I'll tell you the number. I don't care. Like it doesn't define me.
Right.
Now, with that being said, patience.
What's your number? Just kidding.
No.
Just kidding.
Shout out to Will. Patience. Okay. I know we talked about this on the podcast, but for the new people who are listening, right?
Okay.
Let's say you meet somebody. You meet a man, and you're thinking about getting with him. He's prospective. You're thinking about getting with him, right? Mm-hmm. Y'all have a real conversation that potential couples do.
Okay.
And he's told you that he's cheated in the past. Mm-hmm. Do you automatically think he's going to cheat on you?
That does cross my mind. I ain't gonna lie.
It does cross your mind. Soldier, what you feel? Do you think not that person can be defined by cheating, but do you think if he says, if you're like, hey, have you ever cheated on somebody? He's like, yeah. Do you then think, okay, well then so the seed is already planted?
No, so I think it depends. Like I would have to ask more probing questions.
Mm-hmm.
Like how long ago was it? So like I used to be the only player, so I'm living my karma now by being being single for like 6 years.
Yeah.
But like I used to play dudes hard body, and now you know, you already know. Actually. But so for me as a mature adult, like I would never cheat at this age. But when I was younger, the sky's the limit. So
you don't want to be defined.
Correct. So it depends on how long ago. Like if this dude has never been in a real relationship where he's never cheated before, that's different from somebody who cheated back in college or cheated on his high school sweetheart and has now maintained serious relationships after the fact.
Kareem, what you feel about it? You meet a girl, you have a conversation with her, you're like, have you cheated? And she's like, yeah. One time? No. Multiple times. Do you then think, okay, she's going to cheat on me?
It is something that's going to weigh in the back of my mind.
You think so?
Because what I've learned about cheating in my life and in my own experience is that the hardest time to cheat is that first time. After that, it's cake. I mean, I think we all been in that situation. Maybe not Picture. She seemed very innocent.
Yeah, she's so innocent.
But think about it. Think about it when you was in a relationship and you cheated. That first time you felt guilt, you felt remorse over it, but you didn't stop though.
Never.
What are you talking
Not
about?
never. Yo, I
so-
never felt like that.
You never felt remorseful about cheating?
Hell no.
All right,
Greg B, you never felt remorseful about cheating?
I mean, I got remorseful getting caught.
I ain't never got caught.
to the real human beings out there
Greg and I are our own species.
in radio land. So that first time you feel so. I think I would ask questions.
Did you have a towel with you?
Yeah, like define this remorse. Did you write a
Yes.
card like I'm sorry?
No, it's not like that. But it's you're in a relationship,
Mm-hmm.
like in a relationship, and for whatever reason you decide to step out that relationship. That first time, well, at least to me, I can't speak for y'all apparently, but that first time, even though you know you had every chance in the world to back out of it, there's a reason why you cheated. So I'm more interested in knowing why you cheated. Did you cheat because you just a dog and you gonna cheat? That's the worst kind. Did you cheat because you wasn't happy?
Mm-hmm.
That's completely different. That doesn't mean that it's right, but it's different if you just look. I cheat on every guy or girl that I was with, because I'm a dog like that. Or I wasn't happy, but I didn't have the courage to lead this person, or I couldn't afford it, so I cheated. That's understandable. That's workable. Now,
Is it?
Well, because there's no malicious intent in it. Like when you just cheat to cheat, you know what I'm saying?
No, I ain't rolling with you. I'm not rolling with you, Kareem. No.
Kareem, I still want to have your back. You're the newest member of the team. I want to have your back. No, we're just going your own. Malicious intent. If I put my penis in another woman's vagina that's not my girlfriend, that's malicious intent. That just isn't what it is. I'm trying to hurt you. That's
a female does not just trip, fall, and land on a dick. Okay.
You don't fall into the vagina.
Nope.
Well, but I'm talking about the intent though. If you just do it to do it, or you do it because you're unhappy, or you're in a bad situation, I can understand that from a woman because I've been in a bad situation and felt away. So I can understand that. But there are a lot of people out there who just cheat for no damn reason.
Right.
Okay, so you think at times, not all the time. I know you're not saying all the time. You think at times cheating can be justified?
I'm not saying justified, but understood in certain situations. I'm never saying it's right.
Right.
I'm never saying that you deserve a pat on the back for it.
Right.
But all right, in the situation you're a woman and your man he's not treating you right, and you meet XYZ man out somewhere, and you just
oh, that's my dude.
You just looking for some affection, some attention, and at least that. And then later on in life, we date, and you tell me that. I can understand that. I can see where you're coming from.
You feel that way, Greg? Greg B?
No, I agree.
You do? You think so?
Yeah, I mean, like he said, there's no justification in it, but there is levels to everything. Like So always says, there's levels to things. You going out and purposely looking for somebody else to bang is malicious intent. You just feeling some kind of way because that's just who you are. Like you said, you're one boy. That's just who you are. You can't help yourself.
Yeah.
But then you have those people who are unhappy and they don't know how to successfully leave a relationship. So they feel the only way to break it off is by cheating on another person. And to me, there's certain degrees to it. If that's who you are, then at least let me know so I have the opportunity to make a decision.
How you feel about that, Paige? You agree with that? Do you think if a person is in a bad situation and they cheated, it can be made to be okay, or it can be made to be understood? Or do you think it's always wrong regardless of what the situation is?
I think it's wrong regardless of the situation.
So if a person is unhappy,
just leave.
Word.
Yeah.
Word.
You rolling, so?
Word.
No, I think it can be justified. Not justified, but like understandable.
It can be understood.
Understood.
In certain situations.
Well, Patrick is right. If you really that unhappy, then spare the other person the heartbreak.
Right, and that's how I feel now as an adult.
Heartbreak. I understand. We young. We all did. Things.
Yeah. I'm not talking about kid stuff. I'm talking about now, like us all being grown adults.
Point, like there are people out there, like I know people who just cheat to cheat. Like they're getting ready to go out. Like, ooh, I'm gonna get me some tonight, knowing damn well that their significant other is working or can't go out or whatever. They don't even care. They don't even look at it like a problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's different.
Like all of a sudden, your man usually works night shifts, and then he's a little tired. He's been working 60-hour week. He's like, I'm thinking of taking off, and your girl be like, Nah, son. Why you not working tonight? I don't understand what's going on, yo. What kind of shit is this?
Yeah.
You a no good motherfucker. Blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
And you're like, well, wait a minute. I don't understand. Like, what did I do? I just
No. If she goes on, we not having that. Ain't no what do I do? We not. That's not the conversation we having. I get what you're saying, but there ain't no confusion about that. Something's going on. There's a fox in the hen house. You know what I'm saying?
Or chick nowadays.
Or facts.
Be all.
Facts.
Guys or girls, they all savages.
Good point.
I had a girl say to another dude at the West Indian Parade in September. So
there's a West Indian Parade.
Every year.
Facts.
Every year, September. I'm not going in no more. That's how I met my ex, man. Mess stuff up by going there. Anyway.
You totally got lost in your memory.
Oh yeah, I got lost. I was daydreaming this thing. But even then, there was this girl there. I'll never forget. I mean, she was super attractive. Like every dude there was trying to get with her, and she was with her girls. One chick comes over, watch this. I could beat all y'all and get her number. And she sure as hell did. She walked over there. She talked her talk. They started talking. The next time you see them, they were holding hands. I was like, hell no, yo. But my point is, everybody's after everybody. The game out here is real, yo. They don't care if you married, single. Yep. There's no limitations to how far they want to go if they want to get to somebody.
I got more play when I was engaged than I do now single. Guys see that ring and they're like,
well, because
you want to know why? Because you're safe. You're safe. I ain't gotta worry about you. You go home. You go home to him. But you can't fuck him though. You can just go home then. But you're safe. Same way with girls. Am I wrong?
No. I don't know.
I respect the ring.
Yes, I see that ring.
I respect the ring. I'm not gonna be like. I'm not gonna be like. What won't she do? I'll do for you.
There are some
There's chicks like that.
I know. That's why I said it.
There are some that do.
Ratchet hoes.
Shout out to Greg B.
Berries.
Okay.
Facts. Shout out to Greg B. He a while ago we talked about a woman having a shirt. What did it say? I'm a happy side chick. Yep.
Remember that? Yeah, we talked about that on the podcast.
We talked about that. There are chicks who are rolling. There are chicks who are rolling. She had a shirt that said I'm a happy side chick, and you're the miserable main chick or something like that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, it's out there, man. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, and that's the thing. So like, Kareem, so I feel like cheating nowadays is the norm, right? It's just the norm nowadays. That's my philosophy, because I feel like so many people get cheated on and they stay, right? Like a lot of people get cheated on and they don't leave. So now I feel like cheating is the norm. Do you think I have a point with that philosophy? In your personal opinion?
I think it's the new norm because I think people, especially the younger the generation, the less they value our relationship. You know,
you think it's generational?
I really do.
Okay.
Because if you look back at, there's always going to be cheating,
right.
and in the man-dominated world, men always cheated.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And it's cultural. You know what I mean? But I kind of feel like what's happening is men don't cheat more. Women cheat more now.
Hell yeah.
You know, men have been consistent throughout history.
Yeah.
We always cheated. Men always cheated.
So I don't think that it's women cheating more. I just think that they're slacking or something and getting caught. But actually, it's funny how the roles are reversing, because I think women are getting tired of your shit. But so I'm going to share this with you. Yeah, pause. I'm going to share this with you. This is the best ever. So my Friends with Benefits guy sent me this meme that says, "I'm more than a penis appointment. Sex don't mean shit no more because females starting to act like us. I remember when we used to have to work for it. Now they treat us like we the bitches. Where you at? I want some penis. Like, bitch, I got my son. Got me out here sounding like a bitch dude." And it's true, though, because I kind of treat him like that. But, like, no. I kind of do. But it's true, though, because I think women are so sick and tired of men having, like, that whole persona. They can do anything. They can cheat. And the woman's going to stay. Where women are like, you know what? I'm going to do me. And I'm going to act just like you. And you know what? If you feel some type of way about it, oh, well.
Are we to blame for that, Greg B? Did we get women started?
To some degree, we are.
You think so?
You know, a lot of men are savages. They don't give zero. They give zero fucks times two about a woman's feelings. Sometimes they treat them as such.
You think so, Kareem? Is the same way?
That's why there's pimpery in this world right now. You know what I'm saying? Because some girl is following behind some dude who tells them who accepts them telling them what to do.
What you think, Kareem? Did we get women started on this path? You think? If women cheat more than men, is that our fault?
You know what? Honestly, I think it was inevitable that it's going to happen anyway.
You think so?
Just as you come towards the equality of sexes, certain things are going to go up and certain things are going to go down. That's just how that's how it ebbs and flows. So, do men to a certain point, are we responsible? Absolutely. But if less men cheated, would less women cheat? I don't think so. I think the freedom of cheating would always be enticing, and the way that we can meet people, like imagine when our parents were growing up, they didn't have Tinder,
social media,
they didn't have Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, if you know your mom was a stay-at-home mom, so she wasn't out there creeping because who was she creeping with? Dad was out creeping because he was at work. So now, you know, women in the workplace, women are on social media, and with the rise of women's liberation and equality, I think in a lot of ways women kind of are like, F it, I could be just like a man too.
Patience, you got a best friend. You found out she's cheating on her boyfriend. What are you telling her? Are you telling her, oh my goodness, you shouldn't be, you know what I mean, you should stop cheating, you should break up with him? Or are you telling her, hey girl, do your thing, do you? It's because I want to know: do women think it's wrong because women love to shoot on men because of it?
Yeah.
Do women shoot on other women because of it? Do y'all say it's wrong to each other?
I mean, I have said that before. I have said, "I'm not happy. You should just leave." I said, once you find out. I think I say that because I've been cheated on.
Right.
I know how that pain feels. So I don't want nobody to feel that pain.
Right.
So I would tell her, yeah, you're not happy, leave. And I've done that in the past. You know?
Okay. So we're not sitting around having a party because
we ain't co-signing.
Right.
Yeah.
Co-signing. You know, even if they say, "Oh, well, he cheated, so I'm gonna get him back," I'm like, no.
Right. I agree with what Patience is saying. So I don't co-sign cheating regardless. Girl or guy friend telling me they're cheating, I don't co-sign that at all.
Okay.
I tell them they need to leave if they're unhappy. And if they use the line about, oh, well, he cheated, so if he got his, I'm gonna get mine. Okay, so no. The minute you made the decision to, thank you, forgive him, y'all had the conversation, you made the decision to forgive him and to continue with your relationship, was a decision you made to no longer have that, oh, well, I'm going to get mine then. No, because you decided, you had an adult conversation, you decided to throw it under the wayside and move forward in your relationship. No, you don't get to cheat. That's wrong.
I agree with you. So the only thing I disagree is women don't forgive. Y'all don't never forgive. Y'all don't never. I don't. Care.
I know women who have forgave.
I don't believe that because they say, well, you forgive but you don't forget, right?
Facts.
Nah, I don't think women forgive. I think that it stays in the back of your mind. Everything your man's done wrong in the last 20 years, it stays in the back of your mind for the last 20 years. It just you guys to say I forgive you. You can say that. They can say it.
Absolutely.
But they don't forgive you. They don't forgive you because they waiting to bring it back up.
And
remember back in 1994 when you did this.
And that's how you know you weren't forgiven if it's brought up at a later date.
But it's going to be. It's going to be brought up.
Then you weren't forgiven, and it wasn't forgotten or forgiven because now it's used as a weapon against you.
Yeah.
A lot of times to influence you to do something that they want you to do. Well, listen, I'm gonna go with my boys. Well, back in '94, you cheated on me with that bitch from how are you gonna go see her? Why don't you stay your ass in the house? You know what I mean? So,
or I'm going out with my boys. You know what they ask you? Who's going to be there?
Yeah.
Who's all going?
Right.
I mean, I agree with y'all both. Women don't always forgive you because most women, as hard as they still are emotional thinkers. Most of them are, not all, but most of them are emotional thinkers. So you can say, like Josh said, I forgive you for what you've done. We can move on with our lives, but there's no reason why 10 years down the line this old shit is being brought up because nobody wants to hear about their past indiscretions.
Right.
This is why I commend people who have relationships with their exes, but sometimes having a relationship with your exes is like a broken record. You're repeatedly talking about the same shit you did in a relationship that hasn't been existing for the past 1, 2, or 10 years from this current day.
Yeah, I'm not saying that women don't do it. I mean that men don't do it as well. Men definitely bring up stuff.
Hell yeah, they do.
No, we absolutely do. So I'm not saying it's a woman thing. I'm just saying that I don't believe women actually forgive you. I don't believe it. I don't believe you're forgiven for anything. I believe that they get.
That's so wrong. They forgive you.
Nah,
yes. They may not forget, but they will forgive you.
Well, but if you're not going to forget, then you didn't forgive.
Yeah, no, you can totally forgive and not forget.
I disagree.
You can't rehash.
Correct.
Stuff. But if you rehashing it, that means you have.
Well, I'm not saying that. I'm saying they can forgive you but not forget it. Meaning that they're cautious with themselves moving forward. Not meaning that they're going to bring it up every time you guys have a fight.
No, I'm not saying that. But if you're cautious, then that means you haven't forgiven me because you still think I'm capable of doing it again. No. So you haven't forgiven me.
It has nothing to do with that.
Nah, I totally think it does. I mean, we're at a standstill. It's all good, but at the end of the day, I mean, so you're a woman, so I expect you to not see it my way because at the end of the day, you're gonna fight for women, and I dig that. But my thing is, at the end of the day, I feel like I've had a lot of conversations with dudes, and when they fight with their woman, it's always about something that was done in the past,
which is wrong, and I hear that all the time. And even with these females, and I tell them that they're wrong every single time.
And I'm glad you do, and I'm glad you do, and I hope you keep being an avenger for us. It doesn't mean that women aren't going to stop, though.
But that's the thing. So it's not for you. It's not for men. It's for what's right and what's wrong. Right.
Yeah, but I still think it's right for us. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, at the end of the day, back me up, Kareem. We're not trying to be. Okay, like y'all, so like we've said, there are some men who are dogs, there are some men who are savages, absolutely, and that's their plan, and that's it, and I get it, right? We call them predators,
right?
And they're out there, and I get that. But you're not a predator, Kareem. Neither is Greg B. And I'm not saying that your wife or Greg B significant other. I'm not saying that at all. What I'm saying is that myself, you, Greg B, other people that we know, we're not predators. So at the end of the day, when we have conversations and then we have a dispute about something that happened, why are you throwing it back in my face like I'm a predator? And I'm not.
Because it's a weapon to hurt you.
Exactly.
It's a weapon.
So you haven't forgiven.
Then you haven't forgiven. I agree.
Right.
I agree.
That's it. That's where we at.
There's a situation that I thought about it, but okay.
Movie reference.
I was just gonna say, what's the movie?
This is a real life situation.
I was watching Gone with the Wind one time.
But okay, so husband and wife, all right. Husband stepped out, all right. Husband stepped out. The wife decided to forgive, okay. Forgive him. Don't talk about it. They ended up having relations again after he cheated, right? They got into an argument. Of course, she brought it up. And he told her, since you laid down and had sex with me after I got caught and that was you forgiving me.
Hell yeah.
And when I heard that, I was like, what?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But is that what you think? You
Hell
think
yeah.
her then giving herself again to you is forgive?
Listen, you can only beat a horse but so many times. You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So you decided, I'm gonna get past this, and we decided to sleep with each other.
Mm-hmm.
We have both been forgiven, in my opinion. And if you bring it up again, which is human nature to do, you're gonna do it because the circumstance is gonna remind you of something that he did before.
Right.
That's gonna be relatable to now.
Mm-hmm.
That's perfectly within your rights to do so.
No, I'm not rolling.
But she's not gonna stop there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She brought it up once, she's gonna bring it up again.
Facts.
And she's gonna bring it up again.
But I'm not rolling no patience. I'm not saying just because you decide to sleep with me that we're all good. We're not.
Mm-hmm.
We're not. Because you're never going to forget that I cheated with some other chick. You're never going to forget that. So at the end of the day, you're giving yourself to me because you simply mean because you wanted some.
Facts.
And you don't want to cheat like I did.
Facts.
So that I see what Greg B is saying. You guys make a valid point, but no. But no. Women, and Josh said this, y'all. Women do not forgive. They just don't. It's not happening. It's just not it. You know what I'm saying? It's like when you make macaroni with no cheese. They never go together.
That is disgusting.
That is so gross.
Facts.
Wait. Let's tuna salad.
Ew.
Yeah, then you just got noodles. Real quick.
Just noodles.
Real quick, shout out to Al and Tiffany. Thanks for coming on to the show and listening to us.
Absolutely. And shout out to everybody that listened and that tuned in to Facebook Live. We're here every week for y'all. Every Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. I know sometimes I say some blasphemous stuff, but I just like to say blasphemous stuff sometimes because I believe it. I believe it, soldier, and that's what the Stormy Weather Show is all about. We like to go on rants about stuff, and that's what it's all about. So check us. So check us out every Friday night, 7 to 9 p.m. We're always here. WDLSradio.net is the radio station. I don't know if you guys can see it on the wall over there. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to D Smooth and the whole family here. Got a lot of shows that's going on. I think Dean told me tonight like 17 different shows on the network. So you're going to find something that you're going to love here, and then just tune in with us and keep rocking with us. And the YouTube page, man, Stormy Weather Show TV, all one word. Check us out, man. Check out the YouTube. Every time that we have Facebook Live clips, we always put them on there for y'all. So make sure that you go and check out Stormy Weather Show on YouTube, Stormy Weather Show TV. If you're watching this after the show, you're already on Stormy Weather Show TV, so we appreciate that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So, with that being said, we about to get out of here. Anybody else want to say anything before we skate? Anybody? Any parting thoughts? Matter of fact, Kareem, you have the page, don't you? Don't you have a page where you guys talk about different stuff going? You still have the page on Facebook?
Yeah.
Plug that real quick.
Like I'm on a Facebook private page, but if you down with the liberal, if you against Trump. If you feel like you don't like what direction the country's going into, you want to make a difference, you want to talk to like-minded people, my page is opinionated, liberal, humanist. Come check it out. Come join it. I've got a lot of smart people on there. We talk about a lot of good things. We have a good time. We laugh. We make fun. But it's all love, and you don't got to worry about trolls coming on talking that mess because we get rid of them quickly.
Right.
And
Alvin, man,
check it out.
Alvin, 7 to 9 every Friday night, brother. 7 to 9 every Friday night. So, Greg, we just put it on there. So, yeah, patience. I'm about to get out of here. Anything you want to say? Shout out to all your family in Chicago, and I hope you're going to be okay.
Yes, I really hope so.
Absolutely. So, for your homeboy Greg B,
Yeah.
for your homegirl Patience,
Hey.
your homeboy Kareem,
Check you out.
Soldier,
Peace.
we out.